This is a pretty interesting topic that I was thinking about the other day, and it's really unbelievable, but it's the truth. Who has a greater impact on on a greater number of people in planet Earth? Real heroes, real people that were true heroes that did something great and amazing, like helping to liberate a country from a tyranny, or doing something amazing, that kind of thing. Real hero stuff. People that were real people that live, or that live, if it is today, and that really did those great things, those amazing things. Or who's gonna have a greater impact? Those people, or fictional heroes from a super famous TV series, or a super famous anime series, or just a super famous something series in entertainment, in the global industry of entertainment. Who is going to reach more people? Who is going to have the greater impact? And who is going to ultimately perhaps do the greater good with their with their example as a hero? The real ones, the ones that are real heroes, or were, because they lived before, or these fictional ones that so many people know, but that are not even real people that live. Even if they feel like it, because if we're talking about movies or TV series, it's real actors that are acting as them, but the actual character is not a real person that exists. And this is pretty interesting. This is pretty interesting stuff, almost philosophical in nature, but it is real. So this character is not a real person, but he or she can definitely be a real inspiration. Perhaps even a real influence on many people. So here's the thing. I began thinking about it. So who has the greater impact? The real ones or the fictional? Both can have an impact, and both have an impact for sure. But when you begin thinking about it, the only real heroes that have a long-term impact, or a big impact, are the ones that that society chooses to continue talking about, like in educational classes, at schools, maybe in classes at universities. People that continue being mentioned. It could be people that did something great. It doesn't have to be people that took down a tyranny or anything like that. It could be maybe someone like Einstein for the scientific community. Someone like that is almost like a hero for the scientific community at large, because of the big discoveries that this guy did. And obviously, someone like that, people continue talking about this person generations later, because part of it is because society keeps mentioning that person. Also, because if society doesn't mention that person at all, less people, generation after generation, know about him, even if he did something amazingly great. And little by little, that hero, or that person that did something great, begins to be forgotten, because no one talks about him. So if no one talks about him and tells the new generations and the younger people, the new people, about this person, no one knows about him. So it is left behind, it is forgotten. So here's the thing, for the real heroes, or for the real people that did great things, that did great, amazing, positive things, that had a large scale, like for the whole. I don't want to say for the whole human race, but for the human race, for the planet, something at that level. If they continue being mentioned and kept in mind by society and in history classes and all that, they continue making a difference and being an influence. But then the ones that are not included in any of that and are not mentioned by society, they start to be left behind even if they did something great. But here's the thing, for the entertainment stuff, entertainment is something that you seek to be entertained. It doesn't matter if you're gonna have a great influence or not. You're seeking that because you want entertainment, you want a great story, you want maybe an adventure, you want something that's going to inspire you, something like that. So these heroes from a series in entertainment, even if they are not mentioned in history classes or anywhere in society, they keep being passed down. Because when someone reads like a great book, and there's like a great hero in this book, and it is an amazing story where a lot of amazing things happen and a lot of unforgettable events happen, the person that reads that tends to recommend it. Okay, so I had to interrupt this the other day. That was like 3 days ago, because I got an important call, so I had to leave all this and do that. But I still remember what I want to talk about, so let's continue and complete it. So I was talking about making a comparison about the influence that fictional heroes have on people from planet Earth from today versus real heroes. You will expect that real heroes, real people that did great things, like helping to give a country its independence, or people that did even amazing things like discoveries in science and that kind of thing. You will expect that those people will have more influence on on everyone that lives today based on what they did. But I came to the conclusion that fictional heroes like protagonists from super famous worldwide series, global entertainment phenomena from the entertainment industry have more influence even than the real heroes, because they are known by more people. Like if you make a survey, like a global survey today, and you ask people who is the hero that inspired them the most or that influenced them the most in a positive way, most people, especially younger people, are going to tell you someone that is fictional. Older people may say someone that is a real person, but if you make the discrepancy of telling them, oh, and you can include fictional heroes, almost everyone ends up telling you a hero that they found inspiring or that they think is their favorite, who ends up being a fictional one, not a real one. If you make a survey asking everyone in the world whether they know someone very famous from a fictional series, and whether they know someone who was a great hero even at the global level, you're going to get more people that know the super famous fictional character like Goku from Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super and the original Dragon Ball series, because he was a protagonist since the beginning in that series. More people will know that character than someone who really was a real hero who did something great. Like someone like, for example, George Washington in the United States, someone that fought for the independence of the whole country, someone that did great things. And more people will know the other fictional character that did great things in the fictional story than the real person that did great things in real life at a real country for real people. So I was thinking about it because I have realized that I can make maybe one, two, maybe more characters that are that kind of hero in a story, in a new story, in a new series. And I have been thinking something that is very interesting, that if I manage to do one of those known series when one of those well-known heroic characters that are not real but that still inspire many people anyways, then I will be making a bigger difference to bring something positive to the world, and even people that were real heroes, that were fighting in a battlefield, that may have even given their lives. The person, the guy, I forgot his name, Akira I think, that created Goku from Dragon Ball Z, has inspired more people through that character, not directly, but indirectly through the character Goku, than many real heroes. So if you want to be a great inspiration, even if you're not a hero, create something amazing for entertainment, something great.